We live in a world where people complain more about what they don't have than actually giving thanks for what they do have. In fact, I used to be one of them. But this challenge, this all taught me something so much different. Come on. You don't learn gratitude on a mountaintop. You learn it in the valley, in the struggle. When your chest is tight, your mind is screaming, and your comfort is gone. And that's why I come here every morning. Not because it's easy, but because it reminds me to be thankful. Hold up. I used to start my mornings out by scrolling, comparing and complaining, looking at all the things that I didn't have, wishing that my life could be more like that person's highlight reel. But I needed to change, and since I started doing these every morning, started with cold, quiet, and honest, and saying thank you for every single morning. I say thank you for the struggle. Thank you that I get to see another sunrise. Thank you for my wife, my kids, my purpose. Since I've started doing all of that, I've noticed a massive change in my life. Not only does my body feel better, but my mind is able to handle so much more. I think Jocko Willink said it best. Be thankful for your problems. Those are the building blocks of your growth. And you know what? He's right. Every challenge that I've ever faced, every disappointment, no matter how bleak and sad it was at the time, it never crushed me. In fact, it built me into who I am now. And it's all because God was doing something in the middle of it all. I just couldn't see it all. And that's where the test begins. Not giving thanks when you get what you want, but giving thanks when life doesn't look like what you've prayed for. And that's what the Apostle Paul was getting at. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18, where he said, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ. Notice he didn't say thanks for all things. He said, in all things. See, gratitude isn't just a reaction. It's a decision that we make. It's a weapon that we get to use, and it's the armor that we put on our souls. And if we don't train it and practice gratitude, this world will eat you alive with entitlement, bitterness, and blame. So to my boys, gratitude will make you rich in every season, even when your bank account says broke, even when your plans fall through, and even when your heart is inevitably breaking. The reason is because a grateful man is never poor. He knows everything around him is a grace, and he lives like everything is borrowed. So my message is, when life gets cold, and it will, you look up and say thank you anyway. I'm telling you boys this now because this lesson took me entirely too long to learn. Don't let this world steal your gratitude, because if the world can do that, it'll take your peace along with it. All right, day 196 down. Remember, be kind, be great, dial it in, and most importantly, keep on sending it. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that practicing gratitude actually rewires our brains? Studies show that consistent gratitude activates the brain's reward system and increases dopamine. That's the same chemical that's released when you achieve a goal, or from exercising, or from ice baths. Moral of the story is, gratitude isn't something that you always feel. It's that thing that you must always fight for. And when you do choose it daily, in the discomfort and the disappointment, in the cold, You don't just change your attitude. You start changing your legacy. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for this cold. But it's time to get my ass to work. It's punch budget time.